I'm Travis Bernstein, Adams County's Park Ranger Supervisor with the Park Ranger Service, and May is Fire Safety Month. So I know we spoke earlier about the rules and regulations here in the parks, but many of you will likely go out to other campgrounds that allow campfires, as well as wilderness areas where you're able to build a campfire and enjoy that as well. So we're just going to take a couple of minutes to go over some quick tips that might make it a safer experience for you and a safer environment for our natural resources. So the first would be to know the rules. Campgrounds and wilderness areas all have their own rules and regulations with regard to campfires, so make sure that you're aware of them before you arrive. Pay attention to posted signs when you get there, and make sure you're in compliance with that area's rules and regulations for campfires. So the second would be, if you're building your own campfire, use the pit. If they provide a ring or a pit, use that. It's already designated and made safe for campfires. If not, create your own. Use rocks, small stones, boulders to create a windbreak, and make sure that you clear out about 10 feet in a circle around that campfire so that if any embers do pop and land, they're not going to catch on dry grass and start an unintentional fire. One of the best things that you can do if you have an unintentional fire is to have water handy. So keep a bucket nearby. That way, if the wind does pick up, an ember lands, an unintentional fire starts, you'll be able to pick it up and take care of it yourself before it gets out of hand. One of the last things is to never leave a fire unattended, even for a minute. It only takes a moment for a small gust of wind to come up and carry that flame and unintentionally catch grasses on fire, and that can just spread. So always make sure someone has their eye on the fire. The second, when you're done and you're ready to leave, make sure that fire is completely out before you leave the area. And by completely out, we mean that it's cool enough that you've doused it with enough water that you could actually put your hand in it and not feel any heat. That'll let you know that the fire is completely out and isn't going to start up again after you leave. Never just simply bury a campfire, because those embers can smolder for a long time and retain that heat and possibly start up again after you leave. So if you keep these tips in mind, you'll have an enjoyable experience, you'll be safe, and you'll protect your environment while you're there and even after.